Hi and welcome back to I Choose Me. In today's video I wanted to show you a tutorial for a new eyeshadow palette that I recently purchased. It is the Tanya Burr My Paradise Eye Palette, and I have been using this non-stop as my everyday makeup pretty much ever since I got it. So there are the shades. So you've got a lovely matte colour, and then you've got 3 shimmer colors. They are absolutely beautiful. So I wanted to show you how you can get a lovely everyday look, but I'm going to show it to you with 3 different lipsticks, because with different skin tones and also different occasions, whether you are going out at night or whether you're going out during the day, or whether you like a bright lip, a bold lip, or something a bit more nude and a bit more soft, I wanted to show you how you can use this palette. Now, I got this palette internationally. You can only get it on Feel Unique. If you're in the UK, you can get them at Superdrug, and I got this for $10.80, which I think $10.80 for a palette with 4 eyeshadows is absolutely fantastic value. And I also love the packaging. I mean, how pretty is that? Okay, so what we're going to do, I find with these shadows, it is, for me, personally, I find it works better when I have something already on my eyelids, because I get really oily eyelids. Now, you can use a primer, but also instead of using a primer, to be honest, what I just use a dab of concealer. This isn't my under eye concealer. I use a different one for that, and it would be too light. So this is my Maybelline. Is it Maybelline? Oh gosh, things come off. I'm pretty sure it's Maybelline. Fit Me concealer, and I just take a little bit of that over my eyes. Now you can use a brush if I'm doing concealer. Sometimes I'll just wipe the brush over, or you can just use your finger, and you can just see how that it takes, for me anyway, personally, it also takes out the redness that I have in my eyes, makes it a little bit more even, but also I find it just gives the eyeshadow something to grip onto. Okay, now what I'm going to do first is, I forgot, because I did my base before I started this tutorial, so I've already got foundation and concealer on. I've just remembered though that I have forgotten to powder under my eyes, so I'm just going to quickly powder under my eyes, set my eyes, and while I do that, I'll just take that, whatever's left on the brush, across my eyelids. If you hear anyone going crazy, they would be my 2 cats that have suddenly decided to go nuts today. And I've just realized I've got a little bit of lipstick left on from school drop off, so I'm just with a wipe going to take the remnants of that off. My cats decided to come and look out the window. They're indoor cats, so a while ago we had shutters put on, and they're like, "You've even taken away our windows that we get to look out of." So the shutters are open, hence why they're in here. Okay, so there are a number of different looks that you can do with this palette, but I'm just going to show you a quick everyday one. Now for this, I'm going to take a flat eyeshadow brush. I find flat ones with these shadows to apply all over the lid, for me, works the best. And I'm going to take this color called Miami Sunrise, and I'm going to pop that all over the lid. Oops, which side of the brush did I use? Let me just do it again. What I love about these shadows is they're very soft and subtle. They're not the most pigmented eyeshadows that I have in my collection or that I've ever bought, but to me, that's okay, because I'm quite happy to just build up the color and the intensity. And also I really enjoy, for every day, if I'm at home or if I'm with the kids or I'm working, I really like a nice soft eye that I can pretty much goes with anything in my wardrobe. And once you have an everyday eye or makeup routine down pat, you can get it done very, very quickly. Okay, so that's the color all over the lid. Then I'm going to take, I use a blending brush. This is a MAC one, 219 SE. And then I'm going to take that darker color, that darker color over here, and I'm just going to swish the brush around, tap off any excess, and then I'm just taking that up into the crease and this outer corner, just so you can see how the color starts to come up a little bit and give that little bit of extra warmth. Obviously these are quite warm colors, so if you're not into warm tones, then maybe this wouldn't be your kind of thing, but I absolutely love it. Now this was in her spring collection, but it's winter here and I actually really like it for winter. I mean, I think you could use it any time of year, it would look beautiful, but I'm using it for winter. Okay, and that's it for the eyeshadow. So nice and quick and easy. Now with this, you can either, sometimes I've worn this just straight with mascara. I haven't put any eyeliner on. Sometimes I've worn brown eyeliner. But today I'm going to show it to you with a black liner. This is my Clinique Pretty Easy Liquid Eyelining pen. I don't do a flick. Or anything fancy. I literally just line above the lashes and I stop just at the outside corner, but you can see the difference. It just makes when you put mascara on, your lashes stand out a little bit more. And I find this pen fantastic to work with, but I can't talk when I do eyeliner, sorry. It's just one of those things of mine. Oops, and of course I've done it wrong. That would always be the way, wouldn't it? Okay, let me see how I can get rid of that. Okay, I might touch that up a little bit later, or I'll just pop a little bit more on that side. Now that, if I was going out, I would really try and touch it up, but you know what? I'm not, and I might take off all of the eye makeup I've got on, so I'm just gonna leave it. Oh gosh, you can tell a total mum. Okay, mascara, I'm always, as per usual, my Clinique Naturally Glossy mascara. This is in jet brown. This would also look beautiful with a black mascara as well. There you go, the cats. Okay, and what I have been doing recently, I don't wear a lot under my eyes because I find sometimes that it can go down, it can smudge, and it can make me look a little bit dark under the eyes. But I just turn my mascara wand. Oh God, I'm having a great time today, aren't I? Seriously. Oh, and I made it worse. Ah, there we go, that'll do. And just put a little bit, not clumps like I just did, of mascara on the lower lash. Let me just see if I can fix that up a little bit. No, making it worse, making it worse. Oh. Let me just see what I might do. Use that wipe I had earlier. And just see if I can get some of that off. Gosh, this is a corker today. And the thing is, you know what? I could film this again and start again, but let's face it, that's not real life, and that's not what happens. So, okay, we're going to leave it at that. Okay, so that's the eyes with the palette. Now, because the eyes are quite warm, I do like to put a bit of bronzer on my cheeks. I'm using the Rimmel Contour by Kate, and literally just putting some on my cheeks, where you'd sort of go there, where you suck your cheeks in, and then up onto the temples, and then just down to the jawline. Let's face it, just shove it everywhere. And do on the other side. I don't really contour, but I guess, well, this doesn't really show up. I have bought a new contour kind of stick from Tanya Burr in the same range, but I'm waiting for it to arrive. Okay, and then I'm going to pop on a little bit of blush. And now I know the eyes are quite obviously peachy kind of color, but I've actually been putting a pink blush with it. This is a Natio one, and it's called Rouge Glow. And it's got a little bit of shimmer in it, and it just gives a soft flush across the cheeks. So nothing, you don't want anything too major on your cheeks, but you don't want to be too pale either. It just is something little just to give you a little bit of that glow. Now, because that does have a bit of a shimmer in it, I'm not going to put any extra highlighter on today. Now for lips, I always love lips. Lips and eyeshadow, they're my thing. I'll show you the nude kind of color lip first. Now this is a Tanya Burr one as well. You can see I went a bit crazy. I'm actually going to do a whole video on all the Tanya Burr things that I bought. This is called Birthday Cake. Now I do have a little bit residual on my lips, so I'm not going to put the liner on with it. So this is quite a pale pinky color, and gosh, because I've got that color underneath, it's really showing through. Now this can be quite a pale color, so what I do sometimes, I get my, no, not that one, I get my lip liner, which this one is Rimmel East End Snob, and I just go over the top. Just to darken it a little bit. So it's more of a, on camera it's coming out quite a more pastel-y pink, because if you see when you look at it, you wouldn't think that it would necessarily come up that pale, but on me, I'm quite fair, but also I've got quite fair hair. Here, I'll show you a swatch. Sorry, I've got foundation on my hand as well. But that looks quite different. It looks more peachy on my hand. So that's the first lipstick done, and now we'll move on to the second lipstick that you can wear with this look. Okay, now the second lip that I'm going to do with this is more of a berry colored lip. This is Rosebud, so it's quite a dark cherry lip. I'd wear this more in the evening, I guess, rather than during the day. But it goes beautifully with these eyes. One thing I love about this color eyeshadow is that it seems to go really well with any color lip that you put with it. So obviously I would wear this, I think, as a lip or as an evening kind of look. So that was Rosebud. Now I know that that's been discontinued by Natio, but there's a lot out there. You want like a dark wine kind of color. I'll show you a swatch of that on my hand so you can see what it looks like as well. So that's the rose colored lip. And last but not least, I'm then going for a real hot pink. So to show you just how versatile this lip is. Actually, I'm wondering whether I should do like a bright red to show you as well, how that would look. I might do like a tomato red kind of color as well. Okay, so the third lipstick that I'm going to show you, now I don't wear this as much because purely I don't wear red lipsticks as much, but for those of you that do love red lipstick, this is more of an orange based one. This is Poppy in the Revlon Ultra HD. Goes on lovely, this lipstick actually. Now this one, normally I would put with a liner, just so that, because look, I think it can get on your teeth, it can bleed a little bit. You could use a red liner with it, or you could use a liner. I've got one that is invisible, so you can use it with every single color lipstick that you've got. But you know, I don't normally wear red, but actually I'm really liking that. Maybe I should wear it a little bit more often. I'm really happy with how that's turned out. So again, I'll do a swatch, actually. I'll do a swatch of each lipstick next to each other so you can see the difference in colors that we've been doing. Now, if you're like me, And obviously you wouldn't be trying on like 4 different lipsticks in like 5 minutes. But if you find that your lipstick has bled down a little bit and you're finding it hard to get off, use a baby wipe or a cleansing wipe. If that doesn't work, just use your concealer. I'll show you once I do this lip, and just conceal around it, and that way it will just get rid of anything that has gone over your lips. Okay, last but not least, my bright hot pink. You know how much I love hot pink. Is the Revlon Ultra HD matte color in, I want to say Temptation. Where's the color? Yes, Temptation. I love these. One of the reasons I love these is that you can, I've got 3 of them. You can put them on, they will last all day, and you don't really need to touch them up, which when I'm really busy, that's what I absolutely love. Now, you can go very muted. You could blot this and leave it like that, but I like quite a punch of color. So I will go over it sometimes 2 or 3 times to get the intensity that I'm after. I also find that if you put them on in layers, then that helps keep it on all day as well. Now what I'll do, I'll just show you with the concealer what I mean. I'll just put a little bit, and then I'll use a concealer brush actually. I'll just use, I know this is a Urban Decay eyeshadow brush, but I find that it works really well as a concealer brush. And then just using your finger or the edge of the brush, just run along under the lips, and see how that just gives you that crisp line back under your lips. So if anything has gone over, that's an easy way to correct it. Oh, and I'll show you the final swatches of lips, how we did it in order. So with these eyes, they're the 4 different colors that you can wear with it, which I think is really good. Normally you would have more of a soft brownie kind of color, which I'm going to do another one everyday tutorial of those, but this is just a little bit different, and I really enjoyed wearing it. So that was the Tanya Burr, the Natio, the Revlon, and then another Revlon. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and don't forget to like and hit subscribe, and I will see you next time on I Choose Me. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.